Looks like we're seeing a sneeze, a sea, a sea snake. Good heavens. It's the joy of hanging out in the sea for a while. I appreciate the comment saying that I think Nautilus needs a spa day sometime in a shipyard that isn't Subic Bay. I think what's amazing is I was talking with some of the pilots and TJ on board saying that on the scale, Nautilus is looking incredibly good. So, an equivalent. Although I do think that everyone on the team will be very excited to take a long rest when this expedition is over. I think everyone is definitely working very hard. Do we have a sense of what animal we're currently zooming in on? That's some incredible flying. Maybe, I don't know if we can
No,
see.
it's got thousands of them. They're teeny tiny. And
They're
what you're seeing are these little flagella-like flappers, and they're very.
Flappers.
It's got thousands of
They're called
flappers.
teen rose.
Teen rose.
Like CTEN, I think.
Teen rose? Wow.
Well, it's a really interesting shape. It almost reminds me of a shroud surrounding like the propellers on Earth, you know.
Oh, I love the notion that that's similar to
Can
the
we
propellers.
go? Mike, can you get in a little closer?
Yep.
I'll try.
That or
It's
Star
got to
Wars.
operate under a similar principle, you know.
Does it? I don't. How does it move?
The little flagella on the back.
You want closer?
Yeah.
It's almost glowing.
Wow.
Oh, we scared it.
Wow.
Our
you
lighting is not optimal. Sorry, everybody.
That's
Set up
incredible.
for shipwrecks, not ctenophores.
Not-
Look at this turbidity.
Is this a ctenophore?
It is. It's
Do you know what kind?
it looks like it's similar to a Lampoctius.
Yeah.
It's
But
it's definitely a lobate ctenophore, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of got,
But it's the
beautiful.
Lampoctius are typically redder. This is a lot darker, but and smaller.
Is that light on the bottom? Is that bioluminescent?
It's not bioluminescence. It's iridescent. So it's
Iridescent.
yeah, it's taking the light that we're shining at it and
Wow.
refracting it
Let me
at
pull
different
up.
colors. So bouncy. I'm at the end of my leash here. We're dealing with some ship issues and some other equipment issues. So sorry, I'm about to lose it.
No, it's in a way it's great because we get to see the animals for a bit.
Yeah. So
Looks like it's taken off into the...
all right, Mike. I'll make my
cool.
way back to the boat, and then we can start on something new.
Okay.
Until we figure out what's going on.
Wow. I like this staying in one place for a while. I wonder if we're slightly less intimidating as a robot. See if more animals are nearby.
You know, if you've never seen light before, I mean, they might not have the capacity, a lot of these, to see light, huh?
Many of them do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more light than they've ever wanted to see.
Whoa! What?
Yeah.
Little beating heart. Is that a jelly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
blow
is
this
a
guy
little
out,
jelly.
unfortunately.
Oh, the little baby. Oh,
Go
perfect
for
light.
it.
Yeah, light is a major way that organisms in the deep sea communicate with each other.
So we're screaming at this guy right now.
We
Yeah.
might be.
Yeah. Oh, my heavens.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's gone.
Let
I
me,
love the little
zoom
peaks.
back out. Ugh.
Our pilots are doing an incredible job of trying to follow these with limited ability compared to what they're used to. So I'm just grateful for the shots that you all have been able to collaborate to get.
Let's see. I gotta watch my delta here.
Noah, what were you saying about, so how many of these creatures can necessarily see light the way that, like, how do they experience that?
Let's try this one.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
No. Craig's
Poor Frank thought that I was asking him a biology-like question.
Frank's like, I'm
But,
keeping my headset off of this.
Look at how it's moving. It's like dancing side to side. Legs. Whoa, my. It's like a little biosphere on top. What is... Oh. My astronomy background is just like so shooketh that these exist. Like every new creature. I can't.
I don't know what kind of jelly this is. Do you know, Ben?
I don't know what this one is.
Wow.
It looks like a weird atolla, but I don't know. No, I have no idea what this is. Oh, hello.
Nope.
Somebody changed the sound off, or?
Yep.
We just needed more images of Dan.
No. That's okay. I think it was this one, or was it this one? Or
Fun.
this one?
There it is.
What
How about
is
this one?
that? I'm fascinated by creatures that are like orange and red, because that isn't necessarily seen when you don't have
That's right.
light down here.
That's exactly why.
Is it?
Yeah, because these guys show up invisible to most.
Except when we are shining bright lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you often see things that are in the have red coloration when we shine on them, or orangish colors. You also is really cool in Palau with Jeff Drazen. We were looking at a lot of deep sea fish, and many of them are also just the inkiest
All right,
black color that you have ever seen. It's so dark, and they just absolutely disappear. You can hardly even see them when you're looking at them. They just look like shadow. And yeah, there's all these color adaptation strategies too for adaptations to life in the deep sea.
All right, Mike.
Zooming in.
I feel like every couple seconds something new arrives.
Go ahead.
How many?
Is that like a juvenile oarfish?
No, it's some
Like
kind
a
of snipe eel.
cusk eel? No.
Or
Oh, look, its little
A little.
thing off its...
What's above us there? Just seeing it move, it's just,
It's moving quick.
yeah. And it's so clearly good at navigating its world. Bye, little fella. So this is some incredible teamwork that we're seeing with our pilots pointing and our favorite hidden hero in the corner, Tess, who's working on the zoom for all of these images.
I think Mike's zooming, actually.
Oh, Mike's zooming.
Yeah, don't
Never mind.
give her the credit for zooming.
Is she focusing?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Tess. And even more sorry, Mike.
Look at the
Whoa.
the head thing.
It has the head of like a centipede almost, you know? I hate it.
No, it's in the dark.
What are we looking at? Do we?
Where's Steve? I don't know.
Yep.
It's like little antenna-like looking things. How far deep are we right now?
We're at 800, about 800 meters.
Beneath the sea.
790, 86, I think, 799.
Fighting
Wow.
the tether a lot here.
This watch took a distinct turn for...
Wildlife viewing.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. Megan? Oh,
Some
she's
kind
not
of,
listening.
I think they call it a snipe eel.
Snipe eel?
Snipe eel.
Do they root around in like sediment with that?
No, they catch things. I think they sit suspended like vertically,
Snipe eel.
and then they kind of bunch up their little body and like they spring like a snake at things. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't really know how, you know, they have that weird looking beak. I've seen these before, but there's lots of variations with that kind of beak shape where they kind of split apart. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm getting yo-yoed back here.
Yeah.
I've pulled Atalanta like half a mile at this point.
Coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out and go. Let's drive back to the boat a little.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just remains open as it swims through the water, just constantly trying to feast.
I relate to being that hungry.
Oh, and then I'm reading they've got, like, their teeth are pointing to the back in their mouth, so they're just kind of like funneling through the water and then trap things in
Kind
their
of like
teeth.
certain
Little
snakes,
barbs.
Little barbs.
barbs pushing them back only. Wow.
Oh, what's this dark thing? These can sometimes be fun. These little shadows, and sometimes those can turn into vampire squids, or usually there's something pretty.
You want me to zoom in?
No, I'm gonna try that if I can.
Wow,
Oh, it's another. If I have to
some
use
snipe eels
another
can
type.
grow up to 1.3 meters in
Sorry.
length. That's terrifying. It's about
A lot of,
I wonder if it's like a hydraulic issue, like a check valve or something stuck.
On those lines. Okay.
Because we're getting it to go a little bit, and then
Yeah.
and then it stops. So I wonder if there's. Anyway, I'll drive back.
I'm curious if there was something with maybe the hoses that we replaced. If yeah, like you're saying, like a check valve got something in it.
Whoa. Yeah.
Is that your snipe eel again?
That's another one.
another snake eel.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them, actually. I'm going to back up.
It's really beautiful seeing the current with the marine snow, watching these animals interact with it. Oh, that's a fast little thing. Oh, oh, just in the corner.
Oh man.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird though that I was gonna say the brake release light for both the top up here in the control van as well as the social deck, like going down it stays lit, but coming back up it's not staying lit.
It depends how it's sensing that if there's like a pressure transducer or something. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's what's giving you the signal that the brake is released.
Yeah.
Like it's based on on a pressure cue, then maybe that is a problem. It's not releasing, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
switch,
he was saying that it was he could actually see the brake releasing, but
Oh,
maybe
really?
it might not be releasing all the way. So I'm not.
Well, it could be releasing, but the hydraulics are clogged or something,
Yeah.
maybe.
Or it might be a safety feature where it's like if it's not reading that it's releasing up here, that it just
It stops.
won't haul in. Yeah.
Is this something that's happening on EV Nautilus, where the tether's pulling the winch setup?
Or what?
Is this happening on EV Nautilus, like on the ship side?
Yeah.
That these? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like the winch that we're
It's something in this little blue configuration here.
understood.
Something going on there. No need to panic yet.
Yet. Nah.
Someone will.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your zoom. I know back row was saying I was doing pretty good at zooming in on that snipe eel.
Do we know the temperature at this depth? We have some viewers who are curious.
Yeah, he's working on nav too. He's trying to run the Norbit and everything.
Oh, the Norbit's my
It's
my
about
jam
5
right there.
degrees Celsius at 800 meters.
Thanks, Noel.
We're saving a fortune.
It's fine.
He's just like in a suspended room,
Yeah,
like
really.
pulling on levers and ding ding.
Yep.
A reverse marionette. The puppet master.
I'll just attach something to my vocal cord so I can just talk to the bridge, or I'll just send the bridge controls down to my little bubble.
You have a little pedal setups.
It's fun to hear some viewers who are saying they're trying to ID that jellyfish. And they're saying they're very lost. That's how I feel sometimes. But the closest they found was a sea crown jelly, but it was still quite different. I think that's what's kind of exciting about this, is that we can all try and figure out what we're looking at together.
Wait. Reverse searching images through Google?
Yeah, that's what's really cool about our Scientists Ashore program too, is we can only bring people with so many different fields of expertise on the ship, and we have a wealth of knowledge here. But in the deep sea, people are often so specialized, where there might be a handful of people in the world who can actually distinguish the exact species of jellyfish or the exact species of corals or sea stars or really any class of animals that we're looking at. And so, we have people on the ship who are identifying to the lowest taxonomic class that you can, and then we're able to, call up our friend scientists who are the cetnophore person who is the expert and is the only person who can actually tell you if that is in fact like a brand new sighting, a range extension, a species that we've never seen before. So it's a really cool way to kind of tap into that collective knowledge and learn from other people about what's happening. Sometimes these observations aren't made until, months and months or even years after an expedition, where someone is going through an old video and realizes that we saw something incredibly exciting to their particular field that no one had recognized up until that point. So it's pretty cool to have that kind of discovery potential in all the data that you're looking at.
When I'm doing shows about deep sea adventuring, one of the things that I try and make really clear is that you do all the adventure, sure, and you've done these dives and you collected all this incredible footage and maybe these specimens when you're not doing historic sites. And it's the part after that that is exciting, and the unknown things can happen. Like, it's years and years and years after the fact that this data becomes part of a scientific story. And that will be the case for the wrecks they're seeing here too.
Yeah, and there's definitely momentum to try to get that turnaround faster, right? There's lots of tools in development to try to speed up these processes, especially when we're talking about describing new species. There's an immense need to speed that up and make it a more efficient process and train new taxonomists in that space. If anyone is looking for a field that's going to continue to need skilled scientists, like go to taxonomy and like write species descriptions. We have, just from our expeditions for the last 15 years, we have something like 5,000 specimens at the Museum of Comparative Zoology that are readily available to be checked out, basically like a library book on a loan system by interested scientists, and many of those have not been described. So there's just this treasure trove of new species. And it's really important that we continue to develop like partnerships and tools with other people who are continuing to write up these descriptions, to continue to describe these new species and make sure that that turnaround time is not ridiculous. I think it's it's many years is the average time span. I don't want to misinterpret the data. I think it's over 10 years though, that it often takes for most of these species to be described. So that's certainly a problem and a challenge that we face, and definitely want to try to work with folks around the world to improve the speed and the turnaround time on this important information. We work a lot with a group called Ocean Census, who's really working to advance some of the speed and the turnaround time using genetic tools and descriptions. So there's a lot of different groups out there that are working on this and making sure that we understand what actually exists in the deep sea. It's sometimes crazy when you really think about it. We truly do not know how many deep sea fish species there are, like what exists down there. Yeah, there's much to be discovered.
That's incredible, honestly.
Yeah, we'll have an Ocean Census scientist sailing on the Marsh Islands expedition too, so looking forward to working with them.
Ooh, little jelly. We have a viewer who clearly has been here a while, being like, "Are you watching your tethers while spinning around and chasing critters?"
Yes, I can promise you our pilots are aware and on it, but thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that they're thinking about it, but if there's anything I know, it's that they're incredibly good at what they do. Ooh.
Ben the squid guy. Oh, yeah.
Is that an eye in the middle there?
I'm looking at a comment here from a guy in Brisbane, Australia, asking if we were going to dive on HMAS Canberra. His grandfather was KIA on her. Yes, we did dive on Canberra a few days ago.
Wow.
I believe her footage is going to can probably be found on YouTube.
Incredible.
It's their tentacles.
Is that what's falling off coming off the bottom there? Tentacles?
Yes.
I don't think I will ever get sick of watching deep sea creatures swim. Like the way they move around, and bend, and it's like iridescent. Do we know what this one is? If you're talking to me, hop on SBL, I can't hear you. Sorry.
I think it's
the
long-armed
Chryoteuthis.
squid.
A what squid?
I think they call it a Chryoteuthis.
Chryoteuthis?
Chryoteuthis is the genus of this squid family. Yeah, long-armed squids, I think, is the common. Chryoteuthis.
Google might know too much.
Whoa. What's that on the bottom facing us right now in red, that circle?
I can turn off auto heading so it's not pulling you hard if you want.
No.
This is mostly arms.
Look at the,
Okay.
looks like the chromatophores are changing. Up.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
see
more
it?
chromatophores?
Losing it, guys. Sorry.
Wow.
Running out of leash.
Bye, squid. Nice to meet you.
I'll try to make my way back. Okay, you can resume the conversation about Google.
Ben, are squid your favorite?
I like
my
squid.
God.
Yeah,
Squid are pretty cool.
they're definitely among the top ones. I really like fish. I like to try and image fish. So there's some really cool looking fish in the deep sea.
Next time we have Jeff Drazen out here, we'll have to make sure you're on his watch so we can do some solid fish collections.
Yeah, I've never met Jeff, but I've heard his name mentioned quite often.
Big fish guy.
He makes the rounds for sure.
Are you sure he's a big fish guy? I mean, you know,
That
I
guy?
think he likes
Yeah.
them.
It's big rat tail guy.
Likes rat tails.
He studied rat tails for his, I don't know if that was just his PhD or a master's, but he's done a lot of rat tail work.
Yeah. I think he just, you know, he admires the fish.
Yeah, there's some really cool
Small
stuff.
guy.
There's some cool ones with
Big fish guy.
the fish with bioluminescence. So like there's dragonfish and viperfish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got some amazing footage of viperfish with a low light camera. And it was...
Would you move your mic slightly closer to your face?
Is that better?
Yeah. I just want to hear your commentary.
Oh, yeah. So I got some really amazing bioluminescent footage of this viperfish. And you can basically you can see the fish, but the camera was had a very sensitive sensor, and they have it's like fiber optics on those fish. So they have these whiskers that kind of poke out everywhere, and the ends of the whiskers, you get these beautiful, beautiful green lights that pop up.
Wow.
And dragonfish are sort of the same way. They don't have whiskers so much as just super bright bioluminescent, like stripes on their sides and things like that. With big gnarly teeth, even though they're tiny animals.
Y'all got some shout outs saying the drivers and videographer are awesome. And another science communication fellow, Shannon, saying hi, and says that she likes our squid. So clearly, folks are enjoying this just as much as we are.
What happened?
I didn't hit anything that I'm aware of. I don't think that let me text Dave. So you just don't have, wait.
I have control of Atalanta, but just not a control of the winch. Okay, coming up tight. No. Yeah. Yeah. So I can go center. I just get center Rob Nav. Nope. What about engineering? Nope. I got nothing.
After your bioluminescent comment, someone's saying that they wish humans were bioluminescent.
That would be terrible.
We're
How would you sleep?
You don't need to sleep if you're...
If I glow in the dark?
Can you not sleep with the lights on?
No. Who sleeps with the light? That's a...
I'm so tired I've been sleeping where I just conk out and I can't... I just, the light switch is far away.
I need darkness.
You need complete darkness. Well, I guess you can't be a bioluminescent
Turn
human
off half
then.
your brain.
No.
Okay, killing auto heading. Auto heading off.
So now you got me curious. Why do you think that would be? Why are you anti-bioluminescent humans?
Me?
Yeah.
Because it would be constant light all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
What if you were trying to
Well, a
hide?
saint like you has that natural aura over your head, you know, that
A saint?
you do no wrong, or you you're a sonar operator.
Oh, yeah, I was like, I don't know where that's coming from. I didn't make any claims to be a...
You're a graduate of College of Charleston, of course.
Yeah,
you
you know, that's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think so too.
C of C grads were just
Yeah,
better than
exactly.
everyone else.
I think that just might be the arcs of the radar behind him
Yeah.
from your perspective.
It's our egos hitting
Yeah.
each other.
Someone's saying, isn't it common knowledge that marine biologists are nocturnal?
Well, I'm a geologist, so maybe that's the thing.
That must be it. I'm enjoying people being like, I've never seen anything like that. And I'm like, me neither, but it's to everything. I get excited when I see a thing twice and I'm like, oh, I might vaguely have an idea of something about that one.
Looks like I lost winch tension. But they have the winch off, that's why. It was like, I lost, yeah. So it's just the tension on the overboarding sheet is also off.
It's about 3 p.m.
So for those of you asking what depth we're at when we're seeing these objects, if I remember correctly, we're about like 800 meters down. So, and we're paused there. Our winch that pulls up Atalanta is undergoing some unexpected maintenance right now. So that's how we're checking out these interesting animals we're finding under the sea.
I wish we shut all our lights off when that anglerfish was out there yesterday. Just to see his little glow.
Yeah. Anglerfish is my absolute favorite kind. So I'm very excited. That and a parrotfish, but I don't think we would see them here. Anglerfish do, or? Wow.
Maybe they don't know which way is up.
Or maybe we've been assuming the wrong side is up, and they've been right up the whole time.
Yeah, they think the entire world has a ceiling.
Yeah, it does. What's that? What's a little...
What's that on your camera right there?
Every time I see a worm on this, I'm thinking of the fact that this is at the Science Live stage, where it's my home institution.
It's coming into the light now.
Museum of Science, and my friend Karen does not like anything with this many legs. They freak her out, and I feel bad thinking about how she'll be walking through having to not look at the stage. But hopefully she's asleep right now instead. But we get to enjoy them at least. A question, are they manually operating the winch?
There's a malfunction with the winch at the moment. It won't haul in, so we're looking at what might be causing that. So we're stuck at this depth.
There's that jelly.
Oh. It's just such a sphere. Wow.
You can zoom in if you want.
You can zoom in.
Of who?
What?
She might.
Oh my.
Wow, that's kind of interesting.
Are you looking at how it's moving?
The tentacles like jutting out of the side of itself
Yeah.
are slightly disturbing. And the color's a little bit.
Kind of looks like a Chihuly glass exhibit.
Oh yeah, Chihuly Garden and Glass, like in Seattle.
Mm.
Maybe we can ask Chihuly to make one that's after this. That's modeled after our.
I hope it
jelly.
turns so I can see underneath the whatever that is. I don't want to call it a skirt.
Shame on you, Jacob.
What weird. They're almost snake-like.
I want to Google what this is too.
Oh,
I
they.
think it's a
Oh my-
parapilla.
A parapilla?
Another parapilla. Yeah. I've seen quite a few of them on this trip.
I like the. Is there one behind it that's just been floating?
Yeah, I don't know what that one is though.
Turn away from us, friend. listening. What? Oh.
Yep, they look just as disturbing online. Oh, yep.
Did you just look up?
If he looked away right when it flashed him.
Yeah, I saw it. Don't worry.
This is incredible.
Is it grabbing things with the tentacle and pulling it up underneath, or how does this thing eat?
Do you know, Noel?
I think there's stinging cells, but I think it. I don't think it pulls it into a mouth or anything like that. I think the things get caught on the arms and then they just kind of get absorbed somehow. Somebody's probably going to be like, gonna fix my description there.
The good news is neither of us are biologists, so we can be wrong.
That's true. Like, yeah, I'm very happy to be wrong in this case.
Correct me, by all means.
Yeah.
Please. Wow.
I'm guessing the missing legs are probably from either predation or getting trapped into other stuff.
Huh. How big is this?
Yeah, do we have like a laser on it?
Jinx.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a decent size.
That's chonk.
Those tentacles are real big.
So those lasers are 10 centimeters apart. So we're looking at what, like 25?
Yeah.
20 centimeters?
About
Depending on how it's oriented, yeah.
a foot
Yeah.
long for
For right,
for
the
you Americans.
Americans watching.
I hope the laser didn't heavily mutate the thing.
Say that again?
Nothing.
Okay.
Austin Powers reference
Gotcha.
about lasers.
Oh my gosh. I want to know if they're sticky. Like,
I could never touch one in my life and I'd be okay.
really?
Yeah.
I really, it feels like it's in front of me and I could just reach out and touch it. But
Hey, Ben, could you zoom on the cinema cam possibly, or is that full zoom?
Cinema camps? Yeah.
I'm just playing around with some colors and settings on it. Oh, thanks.
Okay.
The
So
computer.
it was zoomed in there,
Okay.
but I'll try and
The computer that controls all the displays went down. Or the whatever programs switching between
KVM.
displays went down.
I might run out of leash, Megan. I'm sorry,
Oh, that's fine.
but I'll get in. Let's see.
Just
I'll do what I can.
whoa. It's like a
Giving you all the
transformer.
leash I can give you. It's a cool shot, though.
Thank you.
Oh. How zoomed in can we zoom?
This is
Can we-
awesome.
Can we get one of the tentacles up close?
It's zoomed in as much as it'll
This
go.
is amazing.
I can get
Thank
in
you.
closer,
Wow.
but we're gonna lose light, so
Little orange one.
that's all I got.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Can we just hold here for a second?
Sure.
I'm taking a video.
It might turn for us again. Let's see. It's like a little flower.
It's like a little alien.
And the two corners of
Wow,
dynamic.
look inside of that.
What?
Have we just been mooned by
Yeah. Yeah, we just been...
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. It looks like a rocket.
It's kind of interesting how all those are like individual pieces.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of you ever see those strainers that fold in and out? It's like the mechanical connection.
Are you talking about a colander?
I gotta move back to the boat, guys. Sorry.
Thanks.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a colander, but it folds in, so it can be stored smaller, and then it's like a metal piece that unfolds. Yes, and I'm going to answer
Thanks,
it
Jess.
anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, hopefully I can find another. Find something else fun to look at while we wait. Yeah. Uh, the largest jellyfish? Well, there was a black Medusa. I think they call them black Medusa um, jellyfish. It was something like 20 feet long. It was huge and massive. I mean, it was like the length of this container, and then the head was maybe 60 centimeters around, something like this, half a meter. They're really interesting looking. They have these long flowing like robes that are kind of spooky looking, they look like a Dementor from Harry Potter. Oh yeah, we stood on it for a good hour or so.
Wow.
Got some good footage. No, it's been seen before, but I don't think it had been particularly well photographed. So they're interesting and pretty, so people like to spend time on them. Yeah, there's a lot of, most things, even if you find the species, if it's the first time, most species aren't described. It's an enormous amount of work to get species described. So it's one thing to just discover a new species, but to describe them is a massive undertaking. Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about even like the social characteristics and like so many other levels of complexity.
Noel, so this footage, is it like, do you go back through it and time mark certain things, or?
Oh,
Yes.
so sorry,
Yep.
Noel. I thought it was
What?
Megan talking to me earlier. Sorry, I think I
Oh.
called you Megan.
Oh, I didn't notice. It's all
Like
good.
if you
I'm
were
sorry.
a
Yeah.
researcher and you were like, you're really interested in this type of.
Yes. So that's most of what I'm doing back here is like logging and time stamping with coordinates, and it logs all the like environmental variables as we go as well. So we're creating these like super detailed logs. It's not necessarily every single observation that we could possibly make from this. There are people and teams that go back and do some of that full video annotation. But yeah, we're making logs throughout the entire dive, and then we're producing all these different reports afterwards. That those are usually the products that are used to like go back in time to be like, oh, we saw this thing, like here's the information, or yeah, this is the ecosystem that we saw, this is the habitats that we traversed through.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
Is that fairly easily searched? You know, if you wanted to find that specific species of jellyfish, could someone search that through
well,
you?
so only if we know exactly the species of jellyfish. Like that's the thing, you don't always know exactly what the species would be, but we would know, hey, there was a like unknown jellyfish here, and that's very easily searchable. And like I said, the science ashore community truly is like, that is part of what their role is like a scientist will be like, that's this jellyfish, I want this information, and we send all that data to that jellyfish researcher, for example, or we know the person who's like the sea star expert, so we'll send any sea star observations that we don't know to Chris Ma, and it's very easy to go back in our records and track down those observations. On sampling expeditions, it's like really important to log photos of the organisms that we're sampling in their environment, like in the ecosystem, the actual sampling process, because by the time you bring an organism up to the surface, it may have changed dramatically. By the time after you preserve it, it shifts dramatically. So it's really important to get those like in situ observations and imagery before you actually bring it up in order to help facilitate some of those like later on research projects and descriptions of those species. Like, and a lot of times that's missing from museum collections. Like you may not have good imagery of the organisms like
so you document it the best you can, and then
Absolutely.
someone would come behind you and maybe go through the dive reports to look for
Totally.
what they want.
Yep, exactly. So they can see the report from an expedition and be like, oh, they sampled, you know, or they observed like these many different jellyfish, and they go back through the records for any jellyfish or cnidarian. We'll often do like phylums. So like phylum level observations, and then as whatever their field of expertise is, they can kind of know where it is. Like it's tagged in the video so they can go back and watch through, you know, like what happened during that time. And then if they want more information, like we've got deeper records than that, but that's usually the starting point for those conversations.
And is that all types of data? So obviously on this expedition, sonar data isn't something, you know, like our Norbit data, that's not something that's going to be publicly shared. But in like subsequent expeditions, are those data sets usually available?
Yeah,
Or do you have to be requested?
everything that we do on the ship for the most part is publicly available data sets. So they're
Unlike
published
NCI or?
Yep, on a couple different repositories. So all of our samples, our physical biological specimens go to the Harvard Museum of Comparative Zoology. Our rocks go to the University of Rhode Island at the MGSL, Marine Geosciences, for blanking on the acronym, but the MGSL. All of the like mapping data, all of the information associated with that, all of the ship sensor data is also published on rolling deck to repository, R2R, the R2R repository. And yeah, the mapping data is also then linked to like those bigger NCAI portals, like the bathymetric data viewer, so you can sync it up with all these other global analyses about how that data fits in. Yeah, so it's all publicly available by either through these repositories, which usually there's a bit of a delay by the time, you know, the expedition wraps up, all the data products are curated, and then they actually arrive at the repository several months, usually post-expedition. You can also, on our website, there's forms where scientists can request specific data sets or like truncated pieces of information that we can then send you after an expedition too.
No, yeah, thanks. That was great information.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's that floating? Oh, and it's gone. May have been some kind of jelly or something. Ooh. Another worm. Oh, so fast. Speedy. I don't know. And it's gone. Well, if it comes back, we'll just have to keep searching. For the biologists watching and catching these animal glimpses, can you say the current depth? We're 800 meters below the surface of the water here in, well, sunny and rainy Honiara, to be honest. It's a cool view of Hercules from the Atalanta cam.
For the person asking about depth, we've been at about right around, I think we're still at 800 or 900. Let me check. Current depth is 816 meters.
What's this thing right in front of us here? Ooh. Whoa. In the little swirl there. I feel like it has the fringe of the headless chicken monster, but in white. You get what I'm putting down with that? It's quite the sentence. Yeah. Someone thinks it might be a sea cucumber of sorts. Wow. Wait, I was right? Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm not going to forget that headless chicken monster. I also appreciate that I find everything like beautiful and you find everything terrifying. And like we have the opposite corners of the watch and opposite reactions to things. Maybe terrifying is not the right word, but interesting scene. Yeah. I like spiders. I did not like spiders, and then
Sorry?
it does. You don't need to. This seems the perfect time for a ridiculous story. My advisor, Emily Levesque at the University of Washington, is incredible. And she studies massive stars, and while studying those massive stars, at one point, some jumping spiders started falling from the top of her office. And they eventually ended up this massive, like posted it on Twitter, and people were like, hey, you should try and point a laser, see if the jumping spiders will follow. And so they did. And suddenly the jumping spiders were in fact following, but they were following, they had a red and a green laser, and they were following one more than the other. And so it started turning into a Twitter, how come that's happening? And that they started paging arachnid Twitter. And then we learned all about jumping spiders. And we invited them for a colloquium, and it turns out they have telescopes for eyes, and all their internal organs will move around to adjust so that these like periscope type eye things can move around. And then it turned into a collaboration where they started looking at different spiders and seeing if they can see the moon or use that to orient themselves, and it got into National Geographic and all these things just because spiders fell from the sky. And my extra favorite part is the way that they, whoa, I'm distracted, that's so cool. Okay, there's one last cute part, which is they put magnets on the top, and they would like kind of be freaked out if they're being lifted by magnets. So instead, they were given these tiny little like buckyball things that they would hold on to, and then they would try and move around on the buckyballs. And so that's how they could figure out what direction they wanted to move. So it wouldn't move, you would be safe. But they would show images, almost like a little VR headset for these spiders to try and figure out what kinds of, they were studying their eyes. And I think it was like Morehouse Lab on Twitter, if I remember. Could be wrong on there, but they had basically headsets, and they would in specific colors would show legs shaking in certain ways because that was what was very attractive to these spiders. And so they would do the extra leg shakes in certain colors to see what the spiders would react to and if they were trying to walk towards them. It's valid though if you don't like spiders, but that's why I love them. It was more that they would be attracted to it regardless, but they were trying to figure out if they could see it, so they would put it in a color that, and then they would determine if the spiders would react, because it was either red or green, and I genuinely can't remember. Now I have to page arachnid Twitter again. I think there are some other colors too, but sure, if that brings you joy. Wait, a headless chicken monster is a sea cucumber? Whoa! And internal organs? Okay, I kind of get you on this one. I get how that slightly. It's regardless, it's slightly. How big is this? Oh wow, okay. I was imagining it so much smaller. Poor guy. Oh. Well, now we know how big the little sea cucumber is, at least. Oh, I didn't know that. I am on SPL. Someone replied saying, I keep saying, oh, cute, to the biology while my husband is distressed. It's a matter of opinion. I love when people have complete opposite reactions side by side. During some of my shows at the Museum of Science in Boston, I'll ask people to point to make a decision and like point left and right. And my favorite thing is looking on a bench and seeing people pointing directly at each other. Just like, neither. Ooh, see, this is exactly what I was expecting. Someone, thank you, by the way, shared a news article about jumping spiders from Veritasium, a YouTuber. Let's see. Well, so this is what they say. So, what is it? Pinch of salt. But while most spiders can see only a few colors on the spectrum between ultraviolet and green, sun jumping spiders can see many others, including reds, oranges, and yellows. They do so in surprising ways. This is deeply entertaining. Yeah, we appreciate the entertainment. It's a talk show where only one half of it is being heard. Morehouse Lab, it is Morehouse, I got it right. Jumping spiders split up, so this is Morehouse here. I quote, jumping spiders' eyes are fascinating. Jumping spiders split up things like motion detection and light sensitivity to some eyes, and then color vision and fine detail vision to others. They're built much like a telescope, see? All things connect, with 2 lenses at either end of a fluid-filled tube that magnifies the image to increase the spider's ability to see to tell with its retina. UC News, thank you. Jumping spiders have secondary eyes that can see as well as any insects. But with its peripheral eyes, jumping spiders see the world better than cats, dogs, or other animals, at least within a narrow focal range that makes it a nimble hunter. I wish I could show you this. I have to get a picture up, try and convince Jacob that these spiders are cute.
Have you looked up spidey paws?
No,
Apparently spiders have little paws.
spiders have paws?
How did you find that out?
I think it went around in like social media at one point.
Oh
but
my gosh.
back before there was social media, I think.
Oh.
Let me see if I can Google it for you.
I've learned that
I had a MySpace. People made fun of it, but you could play your own music on it. They'd jump on your page and hear your playlist. I don't know if anyone can see the spider paws.
I can see.
They have
That's crazy.
Oh my
tiny
gosh.
paws.
Oh.
Are you on SPL right now? Are you? You should join SPL so that we can get a poll to see if it's GIF or GIF. Well, no, we'll just see how many people reply. We'll get voted. All right, so I'm trying to convince Jacob.
They're trying to lure me to the SPL.
Did it work? Okay, you cannot tell me that this is not the cutest thing. Look at this.
It's a spider. It's
the
not
cutest.
I
Look at
don't
those
think
eyes.
spiders are cute.
But
I never know what they're gonna do. They could jump at me.
this one won't. It's just gonna look cute at you.
Yeah, it's a jumping spider.
They do jump. That is fair.
Yeah,
That being said, they're really cool.
I like them outside, not in my house.
Team Jacob on this one, I'm sorry.
You know, some people have to like spiders though. They're very interesting.
I
So,
learned
if you
this
like
is-
spiders, I'm all for you.
Well, everyone needs to like something, you know?
Excellent point.
You have to have somebody who is enjoying spiders so that we can learn more about spiders, even if we don't want them close to us. We have tarantulas that just came to the museum, and I'm really excited about them. They're like this short, but apparently they're the world's largest, at least in their width. But they're just babies, they're this long, and they have pink feet right now. I'm so sorry, Noelle in the corner is like, I'm turning off SPL. I can't listen to this. I'll stop.
I'm like, how do I stop listening to Locke? Just kidding.
At least
No, they don't. Get out of here.
People are enjoying the
Like a
banter
foot, like
between
2 feet?
us, so that's good. Coordinate.
No way.
I'll take a shark.
You want a shark?
I'll take a shark over a 3-foot spider. I have. Yeah, no, I don't need that.
One of the people who's been joining us for most of these 4 hours is telling us that they have a haven of jumping spiders in their home. Six feet. Wow.
Spiders in Hawaii jump 6 feet?
No way.
I wish everyone could see your face.
It could jump over me. If it was playing basketball, that spider could jump straight over me and
Well,
keep
so what
playing.
I'm hearing is that the spider's better at basketball than you. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely than me. I'm only 5'6". Did you know that tarantulas can actually atomically, so when they're walking on things, they atomically bond to them? I don't either. Yeah, so just so you all are aware, we'll have a watch change. We're going to see what that's like just because you're hearing a lot more banter than normal because we were going to be going to a new site and transiting there, but instead the winch that's pulling up. Oh, can we hear me now? All right. That's nice, so they don't have to talk too loud now. But yeah, for those of you who are joining us online, you're hearing a lot more banter than normal and talk about different animals because we were going to be pulling up Atalanta and Hercules using a winch, pulling that tether in, but we're currently stuck at 800 meters under the surface of the sea. So we're hearing iron bottom sound, and we'll be getting distracted by your comments. We'll be pulling them up eventually once we sort out this issue, get them on the ship in about 3 hours, move to the other location, and probably continue our plan of diving to some other unknown Drix targets that we found using our awesome sonar mapping surface vessel. But in the meantime, jumping spiders, they're incredibly cool. Someone here is saying that their jumping spiders are cute, but they're still on team don't jump on me. We should be on channel 1, 2, and 3 to answer that one person's question. But 3 is probably interesting view. Zoom in, Tess. What is that? I feel like this would be a great way to learn how to fly. How can they jump 8 feet or 6 feet when they only have 8 legs? I feel like that is something that makes me want to learn more about physics.
I got scopes. I can focus a little bit better than you can, a little easier than you can.
Are y'all on SPL? Because I like the banter. I think that's a no since I just turned all of you.
Yeah,
I'm
we
on
are
SPL
now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yay!
What is that?
Zoom back out, Jacob.
Pulling
Join
wide.
SPL.
Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Looks like we might be extending our shift here.
Yeah. All right. Jacob, go ahead and zoom in slow.
Roger that.
Let's see if I can get it off. Auto heading.
Jacob, one of the things that you, like during this watch, I don't know if you were hearing us, you were probably editing, but we shot a laser
Okay, go ahead.
at sea cucumber and got to see it just like glow through the whole thing. I was like,
Yeah, it
highlight
was.
to me.
Did it just all light up?
It did, and like it went through
Yeah,
its
like,
entire body,
like something on
I-
Is it
Star
like when you
Wars,
put your hand over a flashlight?
but way worse.
but so much more.
You
I'm
know,
sure that
it was.
like, what has happened to my
It
existence?
felt violating. Like we had to turn it off. You know.
The poor thing.
Well, good thing it's just a light, and I don't even. Does anyone know if Holothurians have photoreceptive eyes?
We were just
they
talking about
see?
that. I don't
All
know.
right, Jacob, slow in.
If you don't,
I have no idea.
I'm Googling. Do you
Yeah,
see
go ahead, sorry,
cucumbers?
All right, J1 and J2 now. Oh, come on. There it is. All right.
It looks like it might be almost like a juvenile lancetfish.
With the
that is the smallest focal range on that.
Are you? Come on.
I'm trying. It's moving.
I believe in you, Jacob.
Catch it for a sec. Can barely even see it on my scope.
oh, disappeared on me there.
It's fading away.
Goodbye, friend.
All right, go ahead and zoom back out. I'm not gonna chase too far after it. There will be others.
All right, now I actually have to like do my system health check and make sure we're good.
There will be no checks.
Pilots are just slowly accumulating. We can't tow over because we're maxing out DP. Yeah, we literally can't move.
Okay, so the chat is now saying justice for sea cucumbers.
Yeah, just.
Justice for sea cucumbers.
We turned it right off.
Yeah, we were really good. We were immediately saw what happened and we're like, oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think that would do any harm, or it would actually really
Agreed.
notice what's going on. I honestly don't. I don't know, but I don't know if they actually can see the same way we do. I'm unsure. I am not a biologist, but I know they are not super advanced organisms in terms of some aspects of their biology.
The quick Google that I found was, I got a similar answer that they don't have a similar like sight system to us, but that they do have
You look cozy.
some ability to sense like net brightness.
Very
basically.
cozy.
So they have like a network of strings to detect light.
So
We really should have OET blankets.
oh, snuggies.
Oh.
You know, kind of like when you're on a plane, they hand you the Delta blankets or the Air Fiji.
OT Snuggies. We could have a big giant one for the front row. Like it would fit all four of us.
I don't know if I'd want all four of us under a blanket.
Speak for
Smell,
yourself.
you know.
Yeah.
Especially after how many days at sea, that blanket
Yeah.
would not be as cozy.
Do you guys not shower? Come on.
Listen, standards are slightly
Some
different.
of us are busy, Mike.
I woke up this morning and all the showers were taken. I was just like, okay.
There's more in the back. In the.
Oh, wait, really?
or in the bow. There's another. Over.
I was 2 years old when I learned there were more showers in the ship.
Or you could get the cool cabins and have a private shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the benefit of getting the smallest cabins. It's the one with the adjoint shower.
Is that what you're in right now?
Yeah, 1551 share.
Does your shower drain work?
Mostly.
Ours just accumulates a puddle.
I mean, yeah, you hear the glug glug as the ship turns, but
No, because the ship leans in one direction, and
Yeah.
depending on the, I don't know, with the way the ship's leaning, I basically have a pool on the other side of the shower. and then it will rock, and I'll get splashed with myself. I don't enjoy it.
Should we call down there and tell them to hurry because we're getting cold?
and apparently losing our minds.
There might not be cameras left if you do that.
My favorite thing that I've seen in a while is a comment in response to the blanket where it says, "I'm on Team Massive
Something wrong with the
Group
winch.
Snuggie."
It won't pay in.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah, we're stuck, and the ship can't move because TP's unhappy.
There's a comment here saying we should have some depth displayed on the screen. The good news right now is that we are not moving on depth, so we have been 800-ish.
And in general, on this, usually we're very open and transparent with the depth of all of the places we're visiting, but due to the sensitivities surrounding some of these sites about broadcasting any sort of location or positional information, we've elected to be extra safe and not openly broadcast the depth that we're at. That's including on like the highlight videos. We usually have a depth gauge. We've taken those off for these ones. On nautiluslive.org, there's usually a pretty extensive set of statistics and like current heading, location, Hercules depth, Atlanta depth. Those are all turned off for this expedition just to ensure that these maritime heritage sites can maintain their safety as sites, so that we're not, because some of them aren't, some of the ones that are unknown aren't legally protected by any government or anything like that. So it could be open for scavengers or salvagers or something like that, or just people who would go down and either intentionally or unintentionally harm or
be harmed too, like with the unexploded ordnance. And
yeah,
everything
just
going on.
it is best practice to avoid giving out any sort of locational data possible for sites such as these. So
Yeah,
if anyone wants to know depth, we do apologize. You might hear general terms like around 1,000 or somewhere like that, but we're not giving out specifics here, just to be extra safe.
These are war graves after all.
Yeah.
There's a comment here saying there's very little research on sea cucumber photosensitivity. So I really appreciate everyone who has been sharing research papers as we're going through and commenting about this. It's really interesting. Thank you. And study of sea cucumber photoreception. It's incredible that, we were talking about this earlier, there's so much needed specialization to really be an expert in something. And thank goodness there are so many specialized experts you get to see.
I just saw a weird little green thing on the right of Herc's main cam. If we want to check that out.
I hear somebody. I
Bottom
can't.
right.
Oh yeah, that we have a little floater over there,
Oh,
Little floaty.
just outside of Zeus.
Something gelatinous, perhaps.
No, not.
did it just like this? Did anyone else see that? It just kind of like.
No, I saw it,
slipped
Bill.
I
out.
saw it. I saw it.
Just barely on the edge. There's another jellyfish.
All right.
Dead center.
Go ahead and zoom.
Roger.
Jelly zoom.
We're doing
Oh,
stuff.
it felt it. It knew we were zooming.
Is this going to be a third kind of?
Oh, slow zoom. Slow zoom.
I was trying to catch it before it ran away.
Okay, go ahead.
It's running
zoom
down
in.
this float. I love when you can see, wow, like in between.
What if that's the same one as before? We saw something very similar.
An atolla?
Maybe.
Come back
Could
here.
be, yeah.
Someone says our next expedition should be just focused on sea cucumbers. And
All right,
cool with
zoom
that.
back out.
sounds, I
Oh,
don't
wow.
think we get to pick what we
Touch.
find
There we go.
necessarily.
Hold there.
Yep.
There it is.
Oh, Jacob, our science communication fellow Matt is watching live from Africa right now.
Oh, awesome.
And he says hi.
That hold it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spent
Now
a
I
lot
want
of
to know
time
where
together
in
in the-
Africa.
We spent a lot of time together in the airport in Guam.
Aw. I feel like Matt always is on some kind of amazing expedition. Highly recommend following him.
Which cruise
Okay.
is Matt on?
Zoom in slow.
Roger.
I like people commenting, getting some good mid-water practice at least. Yeah, this is really the perfect way to learn how to
There it
fly
is.
this.
I'm
How
getting
to-
all of
how
my
to
Zoom
stay
and focus
stagnant.
practice for today.
Stay stagnant in the water.
Yeah.
What?
Come on, Neil. There we go.
And someone's asking if we can put the Norbit view on. We're not really using it right now. We
Yeah,
are
there's
distinctly
nothing on Norbit at the moment. It'd
Yep.
be
be very
just a blank
You
screen.
gotta zoom back
exactly because we're
Pulling wide.
we were originally, and still are going to, actually ascending. So we're bringing our remotely operated vehicles to the ship so that we could take about 3 hours or so to transit to our next site that we were going to dive in our target from Drix, our surface vehicle. So in the meantime, our winch is kind of paused around 800 meters, so we're here zooming on marine life, seeing what we can find. And so far, lots of jellies. Midwater is some of the trickiest flying pilots can do. Is that true? What's the trickiest flying that you've ever done? If you're not super focused on flying.
I would say some of the wrecks or the walls are can be pretty tricky. So
Interesting. I imagine having unexploded ordnance to be concerned about, and all of the mass or tanglant things can make it a lot harder.
yeah.
Yeah,
Either that or going downhill, going from high to low. You sometimes you're trying to get down low, but your stern is up high still and potentially going to be touching.
Really embarrassingly dumb question, but what time is dinner?
5 o'clock.
Thank you.
Jacob, sorry to bother you again.
Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom in here, Jacob.
What time is it here? It's about 1600, so 4
slope.
o'clock in the afternoon. This viewer is impressed, saying it seems really tricky to get a very good camera footage moving a multi-ton vehicle in relation to a very small jelly-like animals in the centimeter range and not disturbing them with thrusters. It's no small task, so I think they're impressed. And the next important question, what's for dinner? Oh.
Nope. All right. Go ahead and zoom out.
Hope it's something good, because I missed breakfast and lunch.
Me too. Oh no, I got lunch, but I missed the last dinner and breakfast.
We had to stay late on
Jacob,
our
we
morning
zoom
watch,
out.
and then I slept through lunch on accident.
Roger.
I'm always seeming to struggle with trying to figure out my body clock. I'm like very confounded by this. My brain does not know what time it is at any given time.
Yeah, I was talking to a few people, because it's weird, because usually, I'm used to, you have day, then you sleep at night. But now you're working during day and night, and you're sleeping during day and night, so it's kind of hard to adjust to.
My favorite thing I've heard about the days on the ship is that, I heard this from Ed McNichol, is that every day is Tuesday, because you didn't just get here and you're not about to leave. That's just Tuesday.
It's a classic classic I don't know, phrase, sailor phrase.
Sailor, sea sailor.
Until it's Sunday and then there's ice cream.
That is the only reason I realized it was Sunday last time.
That
like
and getting less emails on the weekend.
That is very true. Even though we're offset, so our weekend does not align with other weekends.
Yeah.
It's true.
This is a kind of interesting question, actually. They're curious about life on board. What kind of food do we have on the ship like this?
Really good food.
The food is quite good. We have a team of we have cooks on board who prepare a variety of. We have buffet style food each day for each meal. Varies by meal, but it's really good. You know, usually we have some sort of rice or potato or you know your base carb with a protein and vegetables and lots of options for people with different dietary restrictions. There's always a tofu or something, or almost always, if there's someone who wants it or needs it, available for people who choose not to eat meat. They do their best to cater to dietary restrictions, and yeah, the food's pretty good.
Yeah. And coffee.
Always coffee.
Always a big pot of coffee. Except for yesterday when Jacob was trying to make it to shift.
It happens. It was 4 in the morning.
It was 4 in the morning.
I didn't have the time to make more.
I felt bad that I made it like right after you.
Oh no, it's fine. Trust me, I've drank plenty of cold coffee.
Oh, same. Sometimes I prefer it.
Not when it's not iced coffee. When it's just like room temperature coffee, that's always a bummer. But gotta do what you gotta do to get on watch at 4 a.m.
Yeah. What's the easiest watch in terms of time?
I think it depends where you're coming from. Like what your home time zone is.
Yeah.
It's also really dependent on your sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Like early sleepers, I think, don't really like 12 to 4. And
No, like this. I usually go to bed around 9 or 9:30 and wake up at 5 in my normal routine.
Holy.
Yeah, I know. I see your horrified look. I'm one of those.
5 a.m. or my gosh.
I like the mornings. They're quiet and there's no one to talk to me yet.
Yeah. Fair.
So doing the getting off watch at 8 and getting up for around 3:30 isn't too much of a shift.
Yeah.
So like that's not too bad. But if all of a sudden it was 12 to 4, that would be a different story.
Because that's like right when you're.
It would just totally throw off. So this one has, for someone with my schedule, it's not terrible, but if you're, it all depends. I think notoriously the
8 to 12.
8 to 12 is not, it is the
VIP
least,
watch.
Yeah, the least favorite, because most people will end up like sleeping through breakfast or.
8 to 12 is like the most quote unquote normal, or I don't know, natural sleep schedule.
Oh, is it?
Because you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you work, then you kind of have your afternoon off, you work at 8, and you go to bed at midnight, which is sort of
normal-ish.
Sort of normal-ish, but definitely working 12, like midnight to 4 a.m. or 4 a.m. waking up at 3 a.m. and working till 8 a.m. is a bit atypical for some people. There's a lot of night workers out there, but for those who work normal day jobs, the 8 to 12 is kind of the closest to that.
Right.
I never really liked the 4 to 8 watch.
That's
I
what I was
rarely
thinking of.
ever was on it, but I got on it this cruise and I kind of like it.
Surprised you.
Yeah, it surprised me. It's just hard when you come out of the van at 8 a.m. and it's bright sun shining and daytime just emerged and you're like, I need to go to bed.
On
That's the one hard
both
part,
ends,
so.
we come in the morning and it's dark, leave and it's sunny, and we come in the afternoon shift and it's sunny and lovely, and come out and it's nighttime. And my view is usually just perfect where I can't see on the ROV screens is usually the wire cam up, where you can kind of get a sense of what time of day it is. And of course I could look at any monitor I want. I have control of the whole thing, but I usually just don't. And so I don't know if it's dark outside. So it always feels like I'm leaving a movie theater.
Yeah.
Am I alone in that feeling of whenever I leave a movie theater and it's dark, I feel like I've transported in time more than the 2 hours?
Genuinely.
Maybe I'm alone on that one. I don't know.
No, I really relate to that. There was like my first watch body clock time, it felt like it was noon. I walk out and I went, oh, it's dark out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, right. Someone says that I love room temperature coffee and laughed at me, and I'm like, is that my partner? There's a high chance that she's the one taking the mic. Someone is aware that there's a super secret fancy coffee machine in one of the labs somewhere in the boat.
There's a couple of coffee machines secretly located on the ship.
I haven't gotten that fancy yet. It's only day 3.
When I was a coffee drinker, I stopped a year ago. But back when I was a coffee drinker, I brought all my own equipment. Had a little grinder and.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I remember you and Justin having your
club.
Yeah, you and Justin Lowe, one of our data engineers.
We were the original.
Sitting on the bed, they'd have their coffee time, wearing coffee and a nice little piece of chocolate, and they'd make their AeroPress fancy coffee.
Oh my god!
It wasn't even AeroPress.
No, it was the Nanopresso or the
yeah.
Espresso.
That was the fanciest coffee setup I've ever seen.
And it was on a ship.
Espresso tonics. No, they were portable. I mean, not electronic. Yeah, I mean,
it's like an air pump espresso machine.
Wow.
Oceanic subjects, but yeah, that is part of the life on board. Everyone's got their creature comforts and brings.
And for some people, it's espresso and a nice piece of really nice quality chocolate, and the vibe of you can sit quietly or not sit at all.
Yeah, but yeah, now I don't drink coffee or any caffeine.
Bring the.
But now I have a blender, so that's my new thing. I make smoothies every morning.
I was watching that and was like, you really know how to do this.
A mini blender.
Yeah, that was what I used to do in college. Was to save money when I was putting myself through college. I would basically like. It was in the morning. You could have breakfast, like all you can eat for a cheap price. So I would bring my mug. It was like what I would turn into a smoothie for lunch. So that was how I made it, like multiple meals. It was really good.
I love smoothies. They're great. And being in this part of the world means we get to eat really amazing fruit.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be buying fruit that has traveled so far. You really get to eat like more local.
Yeah.
Pineapples, and sometimes, and if it's the right season, we get mangoes or things like that. So, but yeah, I think everybody who comes out to sea after a little while, they figure out the little things they need to feel comfortable being gone from home for an extended period of time.
Yeah. Do you still bring chocolate then?
I actually didn't. I didn't bring. I kind of tried to. Coffee and chocolate aren't really the most sustainable things to indulge in. I still think that they're tasty, but I tried to kind of cut down a little bit on those.
But Sunday's ice cream is still a go.
Yeah, it really depends for me. So, I'm sure most of the people who are viewing are probably aware of kind of what's going on if you've been sticking with us for a little while, but we did have a watch change, and we're still working out some issues with our winch system, which allows Atalanta, our tow-sled ROV, to move up and down. Atalanta is attached to the ship via a cable, which is able to kind of go up and down and be controlled on the ship in a few different areas, and we're just working through some technical things related to that. And so we're hanging out in the midwater. We're not moving towards a target at the moment, and we're not orbiting. So this midwater view is kind of what we'll be looking at until we get our vehicles back on deck. And then we'll, once we get things sorted out, we'll get back in the water and continue doing our dives. And doing the same kind of evolutions that we have been doing in the past, where we go to targets, map them, and then go down to the seafloor for a non-invasive visual survey.
Roger.
We've got a squid worm here. These are one of our favorites from this cruise. They're very common.
Roger that. Hold
You know, the squid worms kind of look like bobbit worms with their little things they got hanging off the front.
Oh my gosh.
Can we zoom on the cinema cam? That was a question for ROV.
I might have to have Tim zoom in on cinema cam.
What is this creature?
A squid worm.
A squid worm.
This is a squid worm.
It's the legs for me, the swimming legs.
Like sequins.
Like sequins, yeah, they're so shiny.
Yeah, we've seen a really surprising
Is
number
that
of
all the way zoomed in, or?
I got a little bit more.
Whoa. I think this is the animal that's been, like squidworms are the ones that I kept being like, what does that look like up close during all of our dives?
It's out of focus now. There it goes.
Yeah, I'm working on that back here.
Try and push
Can you
in
log
a little bit.
squidworm video burst?
Already got it. Oh, video burst, no.
On
Let me get
cinema
that.
cam, there it
Thank you.
is.
Oh,
No, didn't like it.
Which cameras?
just the cinema cam, and it's also
Go ahead and zoom back
over.
out, Jacob.
Coming out.
So it's okay, you can log it, but then just end it.
Cinema and upper?
See if I
Cinema
can
cam
get it
is the
back
ROV
in
lower.
on cinema cam.
It's fixed. I don't know if you were made aware.